Hello friends, welcome to Happy Learning for the course on heat transfer. So in continuation with the concept of heat generation, we will deal with the second case in which the heat is transferred from both the sides by convection to the surrounding, which is maintained at a temperature of T infinity. So here you can see it from the figure that a plane wall which is exposed to the same conditions, that is T infinity, which is having the same temperature, and we are supposed to find out the temperature distribution. So here the plane wall is given, the temperature on both the sides it is T infinity, and as we have seen in the previous session that if the temperature is same, that is we can say that it is a thermal symmetry. So the maximum temperature will occur at the center of the plane. So here you can see that the maximum temperature it is at the center line. So we will treat it as a thermal symmetry. So here what is happening, we will apply the boundary conditions. The steps are same. We will write down the Poisson's equation. Then we will integrate the Poisson's equation twice. So we will get the C1 and C2. We will get the values of C1 and C2 by applying the boundary conditions. And then we will substitute the value of C1 and C2 to get the temperature distribution equation. So at x is equal to 0, that is the thickness of the slab it is we are taking it as 2L. So at the center if we take x is equal to 0 and one half as L and the other half as L. So at the center, that is at x is equal to 0, the temperature gradient, that is dt by dx, that is 0. Why? Because the temperature is maximum temperature that is occurring at the center. So at x is equal to 0, we can write dt by dx, that is equal to 0. Why? Because the temperature is maximum at the center. Now what is happening? The heat is generated uniformly throughout the plane wall. So this heat will try to flow in the outward direction, that is to the surrounding, which is maintained at temperature T infinity. So we can apply the boundary conditions that heat conducted to the surface, that is equal to heat convected from the surface to the surrounding. So whatever the heat that is generated, first it will move from here to here by conduction, and from here from the outer surface into the surrounding by convection. So we can write the energy balance as whatever is conducted that is going out to the surrounding in the form of convection heat transfer. So this we have seen in the boundary conditions. So we can write down the surface energy balance equation as minus Ka dt by dx, that is at x is equal to L. So at here that is equal to HA delta T. What is this delta T? That is the temperature difference. That is nothing but the walls are maintained at a temperature TW and the surrounding temperature is T infinity. So delta T it becomes TW minus T infinity. So this is the equation, energy balance equation we will be using. Now this is the first step of the derivation is Poisson's equation. What is the Poisson's equation? We have seen what is Poisson's equation. The Poisson's equation is written as d square T by dx square, that is equal to minus G upon K. So what is our next step? We will integrate the Poisson's equation twice and we will get the value of C1 and C2. So integrating, that is the first integration, integrating the above equation d square T by dx square, that is equal to minus G upon K. If we do the integration, we will get dt by dx, that is equal to minus G upon K multiplied by x plus C1. So this is our first constant C1. Name this as equation number 2. Now what we will do? We will apply the boundary conditions. So at x is equal to 0, right? What is this dt by dx? That is the change of temperature with respect to x, that is equal to 0. Why? Because we have already seen that this is the maximum temperature it is occurring at the center. So dt by dx, that is equal to 0. Now if I substitute dt by dx in equation number 2, what I get? I get this becomes 0. This also becomes 0 as x is 0. So what I get? C1, that is equal to 0. Right? So equation 2 reduces to that I get the value of C1 as 0. Right? So now I will do what? I will again integrate the equation, this equation number 2. But before this, I will again apply the boundary condition dt by dx at x is equal to L. See, at x is equal to L, what I will write? So we will apply the boundary conditions at x is equal to L now at this point. First we have applied at x is equal to 0. So instead of x, I will write L. So that is dt by dx at x is equal to L is nothing but your minus g upon k into L. So instead of x, I have written L, right? So now we will see the further part. What we will do, we will integrate this equation number 3a. So if we integrate this, what we will get? T is equal to minus g upon k x square by 2 plus c2. So this is your second constant, that is nothing but c2. Okay. So now at x is equal to L. So at x is equal to L, what is the temperature? T is equal to TW. Here you can see that at x is equal to L, the temperature that is equal to TW, the surface temperature. So we will put the value of T is equal to TW by applying the boundary condition x is equal to L at x is equal to L. So at x is equal to L, T is equal to TW. So I will write TW over here, that is equal to minus g upon 2k into L square. Instead of x, I will write down L plus C2, right? So now we have seen this equation, conduction that is equal to conduction. So now we will substitute the value of dt by dx at x is equal to L. We have found out this value. We have found out the value of TW now itself in equation number 5. So we will substitute the value and you will get the equation. So instead of dt by dx, what I am writing, we have found out this minus g upon k into L. So I will substitute minus k in bracket minus g upon k into L, that is equal to h multiplied by, in bracket, multiplied by TW. So TW value is this, okay, minus T infinity. So if we do the mathematical arrangement, you will get the value of C2. So here you have got the value of C2. Now substitute this value of C2 in equation number 4 over here. So what you get, T is equal to minus g upon k x square divided by 2 plus this C2 value, same, g upon L into h plus g upon k into 2k L square plus T infinity. So now again I will do the mathematical arrangement over here, and this I will get the final equation, that is T is equal to g upon 2k in bracket L square minus x square plus g upon L into h plus T infinity. So this equation number A, represents the temperature profile at any section at a distance x from the center. So if you are asked to find out the temperature distribution, so your equation will be in this above form, that is equation number A. Now if you are asked to find out the maximum temperature, how you will do? The maximum temperature can be found out by substituting x is equal to 0 in equation number 4. So if I substitute x is equal to 0 in equation number A, I will get this T max. So T is equal to T max, that is equal to g upon k into L square. This term will equal to 0 and this term is g upon L into h, same over here, plus T infinity. So this is the maximum temperature that is there if you are asked in the numerical the maximum temperature. So how will you do? You will just substitute x is equal to 0 in the temperature distribution equation and you will get the answer. Now if you are asked what is the wall temperature, so how will you find out the wall temperature? By substituting T is equal to TW at x is equal to L. So if we substitute it in this equation, you will get this equation, TW is equal to minus g upon k L square plus g upon L h plus g upon 2k L square. So this term and this term it get cancelled. So finally you will get the wall temperature as TW is equal to g upon L plus T infinity. So this is the wall temperature that if you are asked in the numerical. So the steps are same, Poisson's equation. Integrate the equation twice, you will get C1 and C2. Find out the value of C1 and C2, substitute in the equation and you will get the temperature distribution equation. That's it. So that's it for the lecture. Thank you. Do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.